Okay, choose difficulty. Let's go. Let's jump into this already. Okay, difficulty presets though. Okay, so there's custom. Okay, interesting. Recommended for those new to the Iron Oath or turn-based tactical RPGs. A good place to start if this is your first campaign. While still a challenge, there will be more opportunities to recover from setbacks. Seasoned veterans of turn-based tactical RPGs, if you are looking for a challenging gameplay experience, then start here. Expect tougher encounters and harsher penalties. Warlord. Monka. This mode is for those that have already mastered combat. Okay, well we have not mastered combat, so we're just gonna do the smart thing here. We're gonna go adventurer. We just want to adventure, you know? We don't want to go too crazy. Fewer enemies that have less HP than other difficulties. That's okay, we're jumping in, we're starting new. Let's do this, start camping. In an era all but forgotten, the gods once lived alongside humanity in the heart of Caleb. However, an unknown cataclysmic event plunged the world into a dark age. History was lost to time, and so too were the gods. In their absence, a rebuilding humanity was left to contend with the emergence of a great being of darkness from the void. Every few decades, in an event called the Scourge, the dragon's arrival would bring death and disease to the land. Those afflicted by the dragon's blight would lose their minds and bodies as they slowly became abominations of flesh, an outcast to society known as the Blighted. Despite centuries of effort from the Vanguard Order and the realm's greatest heroes, no lasting victory against the dragon could be achieved. Humanity has now come to accept the inevitability. Okay, let's use the correct words here. Humanity has now come to accept the inevitability of the Scourge as part of life, enduring, some cases thriving despite it. With whispers of an impending scourge circulating, you and your company find yourselves in a burial crypt not far from the city of Andalon. A simple retrieval of smuggled supplies, or at least that's what your employer had promised. We're already getting bamboozled? We're already bamboozled. Game hasn't even started yet. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this looks. Holy moly. This looks gorgeous. Okay, so if I just click... Okay, cool. Eric, damned grave robbers, stay sharp. No doubt his companions will have heard that. Everyone stands still, tensions rising as they grip their weapons tight and scan the room for further hostiles. You hear a muffled shout from someone in an adjacent corridor, likely directed toward their now deceased associate. The sound of quickening footsteps soon follows, and three figures burst through a doorway at the side of the room. Mikhail, shit! Should I go alert the others? Urk shakes his head, eyes fixed on the enemy. No time for that. We've no choice but to fight. Okay, survey the battlefield using WASD. You can also pan by holding M3 and moving the mouse. Okay, cool. On their turn, each character can move as many hexes as their movement stat allows. By moving onto a green hex, they can still perform an action afterward. Oh, okay, cool. So you can move a lot, but you risk doing an action at the end of it. Okay. To cover more ground, they can sprint onto the dashed gray hexes, but doing so will end their turn. Okay, I just said that game. Come on. You can swap places with an ally by moving onto their location. Swapping is useful for setting up attacks or for getting an ally out of harm's way. Holding shift, you can draw a custom movement route. Okay, there must be reasons for you to do that later on. To undo a movement, click the undo button on the hotbar, or press the hot guy. Press the hot guy. Okay. Press the hotkey assigned to E. If you take damage or trigger a stage hazard, you'll be unable to undo. Okay, so if we run over fire or something, we don't get to undo it. You live with your mistake, and probably die by it. Let's move the Stormcaller into cover by clicking LMB on indicated X. Hey Arrow, how's it going? Game looks cool, gonna wish list so you don't forget to purchase later? Awesome. Awesome. Hope your day's going well. It does release tomorrow into early access. So there's not much waiting for it. Ooh, everything is here too. I have a command for it. Okay, so if you don't have a desirable action to perform, you can delay a character's turn until the end of the round by hitting the wait button. Sounds good. Alternatively, you can end a character's turn by using the guard action, which provides a temporary bonus to defense and evasion. Click the wait button to delay the Stormcaller's turn. Okay, so we have move, undo, use item, flee. We're going to be using that. Guard, and wait. Okay, so we'll just wait here. The abilities, your character's abilities have a limited number of charges available, so it is important to plan wisely and use them effectively. Charges can be restored by camping or by using certain provisions. With the enemy advancing on us, we can set a trap by using the Pyrolancer's Return to Cinder ability. Ooh, we're setting up traps. Return to Cinder. Mark a vacant cell with a fire trap. Targets who step on the trap will take damage and be pushed away, ending their turn. Good God, I just can't believe how gorgeous this game looks. Oh yeah, you suck that, how about? Okay, we got him. Combat hazards, as you can see, it's important to pay attention. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. It's important to pay attention. Some abilities are able to push or pull targets. By forcing targets into obstacles and terrain, you can inflict bonus damage and other harmful effects. Oh, you just drop them straight to hell. See ya. Oh, he comes back, though. Okay. Move the fighty man, the pugilist, into position and use his crescent wave ability to push the enemy into a pit. Oh, we just ran over that pit. Be careful, dude. Paying attention. Pick up the 3 adjacent targets in an arc, damaging and pushing them back. Dusted his ass. Good job. Every character on the battlefield exerts a zone of control on hexes adjacent to their position. A unit cannot leave this zone without suffering an attack of opportunity from their foe. This mechanic helps to lock down enemies and prevent them from reaching your more vulnerable characters. Each character has a basic attack which has unlimited uses. While unique abilities are guaranteed to hit their target, basic attacks are subject to an accuracy and evasion check. Perform a basic attack on the enemy. Yeah, okay, so this little area right here, if he tries to leave it, I'll get a free attack on him. That's interesting. I like that. Chance to hit 82%. We got him. You have clear view of that archer, take him down. Most attacks and abilities are subject to a line of sight check. When targeting, a red eye indicates that there is no line of sight, while a yellow eye indicates partial line of sight. Large obstacles such as pillars can block the line of sight entirely. When a character has no vision on an enemy, they are unable to directly target them, of course. Smaller obstacles such as barrel, crate, or character will partially obscure the line of sight under the right circumstances. A target who is partially visible will receive 50% less damage. Oh, so kind of like a cover mechanic. You'll still take damage, but not as much. By taking cover directly behind a small obstacle, you can look over the obstacle and gain full vision of an enemy, while remaining only partially visible in return. Yeah, okay. The Stormcaller's conduit ability can devastate a single enemy from range. It takes a few turns to channel. You can see where a channel will finish by looking at the blue indicator arrow on the turn order. Select the conduit ability and target the... Okay. With the nearest enemy stunned, the Pyrolancer can safely move past their zone of control without incurring an attack of opportunity. Attacks of opportunity can also be avoided by using abilities that incorporate movement or by utilizing the swap action. Let's aid the Guardian and sprint to engage her target. Oh, he's stunned because he went night-night in the hole. Okay. Oh! 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 Okay. Finish him off, Walton. Can I dust him into the... No, I can't. Oh, nice, okay. Morale. Your pugilist has killed an enemy and gained morale. Morale is displayed by the white bar on each character's portrait. It represents their mood and attitude towards the current mission. Oh, so we got a little bit of, like, Darkest Dungeon stuff happening here. Morale is gained and lost through various combat triggers. Landing a killing blow will increase morale, while suffering a critical strike from an enemy will lower it. A character with low morale will take longer to recover from a mission, and will also lose loyalty towards the company. Uh-oh. Targets are considered flanked whenever you occupy two opposing hexes around their location. Cool. All attacks against flanked targets deal extra damage and cannot miss. Let's move the Guardian to the flanking position. Oh, you're dusted. Okay, he doesn't get an extra turn because of it, though. Let's go. We survived the tutorial. We got a bandage. Stabilize injuries, dispel bleed, and restore a small amount of health. Loot it. Oh, so many mechanics. You're right, Papa. Also, so much reading. To my monotoned ass, who doesn't do voices. Yurik sheaths his weapon. No, hey, stop. Yurik sheaths his weapon, gazing around the room to make sure all are unharmed. Everyone alright then? Bolton gestures at some blood on Yurik's arm. Never mind us, you've certainly looked better. Yeah, I did take an arrow. To the face. Yurik glances down at his injury and scoffs. What's this? He wipes at the blood, making a smeary mess of it. Nothing time won't heal, I'll be fine. You turn as a familiar voice rings out distantly behind you, though the words are unclear. Is that you, Vaughn? Vaughn dashes into the room and stops, kneeling over to catch his breath. He looks up with a relieved smile. Glad to see you're still with us. We heard the fighting. Figured you could handle it, but I didn't want to take the chances. And the others? Vaughn points back in the direction he came from. Orrin and the rest are still searching. Surely there are better places to stash supplies, but I suppose those smugglers had little choice. At least we're getting paid well to retrieve them. We've been in worse situations. Aye, that we have, boss. I was hoping my last job would be free of surprises. I can't fault you for wanting out, but I wish you'd reconsider. Vaughn smiles faintly and places a firm hand on Eric's shoulder. This life takes a toll, my friend. I've seen more death than any man should. His face goes dark for a brief moment, remembering all the friends you've lost. Your trusted advisor, Alaric, steps out from beside you with hands raised, bringing a halt to the conversation. All right now, there's plenty of time for talk later. It's going to take a while to scour this place, even with the others' help. Right. I'd better get back to Torrin and the rest before they find themselves lost. Watch your backs. There may be more of those thieves in here. Or worse yet. Spoiler alert, there's worse yet. Vaughn looks over his shoulder, nodding in acknowledgement. Let's get moving. Dungeon exploration in time. Most actions you take while exploring a dungeon will cost time. The passage of time can have harsh consequences, and is represented by the time meter in the bottom right. Here, okay. We should begin exploring. Move your party to an adjacent tile. Oh, hell, this is cool. Scouting can be useful in order to spot enemies, traps, and other surprises that may await you. By scouting an enemy location, you prevent them from being able to ambush you. It does cost extra time, however, so it should be used sparingly. So I can scout in a direction. Cool. Okay. You're calling that the dude who wants out takes a big F? Oh yeah, Vaughn ain't making it out of here. Vaughn going night-night. I'm going to predict a skeleton archer kills Vaughn. You heard it here first. Exploration events. When interacting with an exploration event, you'll often have multiple choices available to you, sometimes costing various amounts of time. Your characters will have their own opinions on the choices you make, which can affect their overall loyalty to the company. Some actions require a stat check, and the character with the highest relevant attribute will be chosen for the task. The character in question will give you feedback to help you gauge their chance of success. If you have any tools with you, they can be consumed to boost the chances of a successful action, or to perform a unique action that otherwise wouldn't be available to you. You spot a discarded pack up ahead, likely dropped in haste by the grave robbers when you alerted them. Don't expect to find much value. It's not like they'll be coming back to claim it. No sense in leaving it for another to find. Take whatever looks useful. Loot 1. It takes time. It might belong to someone else. We should leave it be. Who's it gonna belong to? Dude, we're looting. Hanilda up 2. Mikkel down 2. Oh, okay, interesting. Receive small health potion, receive bandage, and receive tools. Okay, Mikkel, you'll be mad, but the bandage I'm going to use on you. What? Using provisions during exploration. Provisions can be used in and out of combat. While exploring, you can access your provision inventory in the bottom left menu or by pressing I. Like other actions, provisions used during exploration have their own associated time cost. Our Pyrolancer, Eric, is hurting a bit after the last encounter. We should use a potion to restore his health. I agree. So do we have to camp for that? No, it's down here. Eric right there, okay, so... Potion, my boy right there. Okay, there's some funky stuff happening up here. We're fine. Single target HP. Oh, so she must have like a special ability then. Okay, cool. Okay, we can continue on. Oh, there's a fight. Deployment phase. During the deployment phase... Oh, excuse me. During the deployment phase, you're able to reposition your party ahead of combat. Click mouse button on any character to move them and click again on any valid hex to confirm their position. Once you're satisfied with the formation, click to start combat. There's 4 of them. So we got a Blade Dancer, an Enforcer, a Scout, and another Enforcer. Okay. That's about it. It's a little worrying, but I think we'll be okay. We got pits here. Walton, Eric, Hanilda, and Mikkel. Mikkel can stay. No, because... Yeah, let's put him there. You're gonna go up and around, I guess? Maybe I should have everyone start up here. Let's do this, these two. Or maybe he should start up here, because he can kick people into stuff. Kick them into here. Let's do that. Cleansing conditions. You can dispel negative conditions from your character with cleansing abilities, or by using an antidote on them. Not all harmful effects can be cleansed, however, such as injuries or the flanked debuff. Can you do anything here? Oh, yes you can. Bone. Oh, she sharpened it up. Fudge. So we have we're marked. Take 20% more damage from all attacks. Kind of scary. What I could do is safeguard. She has to channel it though. Okie dokie. Okay. Can we hit? What do we got here? Blazing Lance. Damage a single adjacent target, applies burn. Burn is inflicted every round on the target, dealing fire damage equal to 20% of the attacker's power. Oh, okay, so usually burn is used on, like, then based on HP. This way, on this, it's there. What is it? 20% of the attacker's power. That's pretty good. I mean, taunt the target. Return to Cinder. This is the one that drops a trap. An Infernal Pillar. Deal damage to 2 targets in a row. Secondary target takes 75% damage. Okay. So what if when are you moving? You're here. You move. Where would you? You're probably gonna come down here. Let's just do some damage. Okay, so I got him burned and taunted. Nice. Oh, I wonder if I can undo movement. And if I can come here. And then can I dash to here and attack him? Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. That is super cool. Mind over matter. So he dusted his own ass to hit me. It's a little messed up. So mind over matter must be an ability he has. Gear durability. All characters' gear comes with the durability rating. With enough use, gear will eventually break and turn into a scrap. If an item loses all durability while on a mission, it will not break until the mission is complete. Oh, they have traits as well. Oh yeah, okay, this is very... Oh, and he's friends with others. Contract. Oh, this is nutty. I can give him a bonus to make him happy. Okay, so let's see his traits. Brave. Willing to risk it all to help others. Affects dialogue and choices. Perception increased by 10% and reduces chance of being ambushed while camping, Eagle Eyes. And Keen Eye adds 1% to critical change for every round of combat. Cool. He's merciful, able to forgive, and coordinated. Accuracy is increased by 10%. Yeah, Papa, that's what I'm thinking too. A little bit of Darkest Dungeon, a little bit of Fire Emblem, a little bit of... Now we can click his abilities. Oh, when he levels up, I probably get other chances for abilities. So does that mean he's level 4? Yeah, that must mean he's level 4. Weapon is a boar spear. Oh, so we're eventually gonna get something. Oh, that's so cool. He's dutiful, gains loyalty 10% faster, defense increased by 10, for fortitude. Okay, he's very strong. Reckless, power increased by 20%, but defense is reduced by 20. That's fair. Brave, willing to risk it all. Workhorse, 25% less fatigue. Headstrong, starts expeditions with 15 extra morale. And honorable, willing to stick up for others. This team isn't going to survive, are they? Something bad is going to happen. Lifer will wait much longer before retiring. Defense increased by 10. Able to forgive and quick to act impulsively. Rash, okay. And Demikal. Cautious, wary of any action that could potentially backfire. Like looting, that's why he was mad. Claustrophobic, take 20% extra damage when flanked. Oh, keep him in the back. Sharp-minded, peak age bonus is now increased to 5 for conviction, insight, and mind. Oh, so they hit like their peak age and they're stronger. Gains loyalty 10% faster, workhorse, and harsh. Sometimes can act cruel. Man. This is super cool. Holy moly. I can move you here, I guess, and do this move. Infernal Pillar. Ooh, no, I can't. Okay, undo, undo, undo. Like, it's not gonna work again. They'll move after, so I should just try to do some damage here. Yeah, this coffin here is really messing me up. We'll just Blazing Lance. There we go. I guess you can come in here. I worry about you. You're a little... You don't got a whole lot of health, but... Oh, we dusted his ass. Oh! I picked my own team. I'm sorry, team. I'm kinda dumb. I didn't realize that I kicked him like an arc motion. So, yeah. Yurik is very strong. We got a potion. You signal a halt as a faint and distant rumbling becomes audible, steadily growing louder and closer with each passing moment. You look up, noticing cracks forming in the ceiling as small rocks break off and fall to the floor around you. Eric bumps against you and tugs at your arm, urging you to run. It's a cave-in! We need to move! Breaking into stride behind the rest of the party, you steal a glance back to see the corridor collapsing in a cascade of falling stone. You cross the threshold into another chamber, diving to the ground as the path behind is quickly closed off by the crumbling structure. A cloud of dirt and dust obscure your vision. The rumbling and crashing comes to a halt as the last few pieces of debris. Gotta be careful of that debris. The last few pieces of debris can be heard tumbling into position. Everyone okay? You look around as the dust settles. Aside from a few coughing fits, everyone seems to be unscathed. What the hell was that? An earthquake? Might have been, or those grave robbers tried to force their way into some place they shouldn't. Yurik inspects the caved-in passage, lightly kicking at the rubble on the ground. Regardless, we'll have to find another way out. What of the others, and the supplies we're supposed to locate? Yurik places a reassuring hand on Walton's shoulder. Walton, we're fricked. Van and them were on the other side of the crypt. I suspect they're fine, or at least I hope. Our priority is to find them. Hopefully they've already retrieved the supplies. We could do with a little luck. Farnzys is a bigger threat to himself than the enemy. That's true. That is true. Okay, so now I get to choose. Or can I not go this way? The way is completely blocked off. We'll need to look for another way around. Okay, so that signifies the rubble. Path is blocked by a pile of rubble from the recent cave-in. Yurik steps forward and climbs atop to gauge the severity of the blockage. Ah, it's not so bad. I can see a clear path ahead. Just need to move enough of this rubble so we can squeeze through. He turns down to address you. Any ideas? Move the rubble by hand. Blast a hole with magic. This could prove risky. And Yurik a shovel. Shovel! With an affirming nod, Yurik grasps the shovel and begins to dig, soon clearing a path just wide enough for everyone to fit. Misplaced provisions. You're not sure when or how it happened, but you seem to have misplaced a few items from your pack. You lost a bandage! Oh, damn it. Damn it! Time modifiers. As you explore, the application of various time modifiers will present new challenges for you to overcome. With each time modifier applied, your party will slowly become unnerved and suffer a small loss to morale. Due to these factors, it's important to be efficient and spend your time wisely. You can see which modifiers are currently active next to the time meter. Oh, I bet you it's because so much time has gone by. We're a little, fatigued that we're going to be dropping stuff. Or the chance to drop stuff and misplace it. Anyways, Yurik takes the shovel. With an affirming nod, Yurik grasps the shovel and begins to dig, soon clearing a path just wide enough for everyone to fit through. Your party crawls through the gap in the rubble and comes out the other side, sliding down the pile and back onto solid ground. You see the flickering light of a torch being cast into the room from a connecting hall, illuminating more of your surroundings as it nears. Your party forms up, preparing for combat as the flames bearer rounds the corner. Easy now, it's just me. I thought this whole damn place was going to come down on top of us. Okay, now I don't trust Van, okay? I don't trust him now. The structure groans and rumbles for a moment, and he glances around with some concern. It might yet. Yurik motions back towards the collapse. That whole section is caved in. We'll need to find a new way out of here once we're done. I figured as much. Torn and the others are already set to finding one. I take it you haven't found the supplies yet either? Yurik slowly shakes his head. Unfortunately not. Let's hope they're not buried in stone. Regroup with Torn and secure an exit. The van. We'll find you when the job's done. If you don't screw us first. Sure thing, boss. He quickly scans your surroundings and leans in close, his expression turning deadly serious. There's something else. All that commotion has disturbed the dead within these walls. We've already put down a few of the bastards, but you'd best stay alert for more. Dude, it's the skeletons, I knew it. I knew the skeletons were going to show up. Thanks for the warning. We'll tread carefully. Okay, so misplaced provisions, you lost 1 bandage. A new time modifier will be applied with each revolution of the meter. Okay, so that was the time. I got to 20, lost an item. Not so bad. Oh, it's a fight. We got the Risen Ghoul and the Warriors and the Arbalist. Oh, that's a crossbowman. Take his ass out. Okay, so we'll heal. We'll heal with Anilda first. Bring her back a little. Kind of like him here, so we can go in and just like flame pillar both of those guys. Punchy kick man go there. Well, let's start the combat. Oh, this could prove dangerous, but boot his ass. Oh, so when I use the abilities, they don't... Okay. They probably have to come back, like, if we camp or something. Aha, okay. Oh, hey, calm down now. Holy moly. I killed them both. Some enemies have passive abilities. These undead skeletons are able to reanimate after being defeated. To prevent them from reanimating, we'll need to target and destroy the pile of bones. They're just coming after the main guy, like, constant. I miss? Check the tapes. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We got a bandage. We should try to camp. I don't know what this little thing means. I'm gonna jump to it though and just check out. Yurik runs their hand along a wall of interred dead, reading the inscription on each nameplate before moving on to the next. He stops at one, peering closer and double-checking the name before turning with relief in his voice. This is the one we were told to look for, boss. About time. Let's hope the contents are still intact. Oh, so that must be like a quest marker. Like the where we're trying to get to. Little objective. Reaching with both arms into the dark recess, Yurik firmly grabs hold of the coffin. It's ancient and rotting wood, creaking in protest. He gingerly slides the coffin partway out and pushes the lid aside. Rummaging around briefly before pulling out the stashed pack with care. Taking a peek inside to confirm the contents, he walks over to you and hands off the bag. It's all there. No damage to the vials from what I can tell. What does our employer want with them anyway? Alaric interjects, eager to share his knowledge on the matter. This here is a cure for the blight, or at least it slows the process. The Vanguard keeps it tightly controlled though, only treating those who pledge themselves to the order. As such, It's highly sought after on the black market. That's why our employer is paying us so well. At least our efforts haven't been wasted. Let's regroup with Van and hope they found us an exit. Okay, so I don't think I can camp. During longer missions, you can make camp in order to rest your party and apply various bonuses. Camping does not cost time, and instead resets the meter to 0. Some locations are safer than others. You should pick a spot that has fewer points of entry to lessen the chances of being set upon by enemies. Ah, cool. Camping allows you to burn incense, applying various benefits to your party. It does not cost time, and will instead reset the current revolution of the time meter. Are you sure you want to make camp? Nope, we're not allowed to. Oh, cool. We have like bounties and shit. Oh, that is so cool. So the prologue, we had 240 days to do it. Find the exit. Your employer has tasked you with retrieving a stolen cache of vials. They contain a serum that can slow the effects of the blight. In return for their safe delivery, he's promised to pay you handsomely. You've tracked down the vials to a decrepit crypt of all places. Though their exact position eludes you. That's cool, okay. That's so cool. We gotta heal. You're full, you're full. You're hurt. It's not as great, but it'll do. Okay, so this must be boss fight. You hear sudden movement in the darkness, the sound of bones rattling and scraping along the stone floor. Bright green eyes turn toward you, and the undead being lets out a bone-chilling screech as it shuffles forward and into the light of your torches, moving faster than its size and awkward gait would suggest was possible. Fat skeleton. The general. Okay, there he is. Look at that big boy. Good news is we can just spam our abilities though, so I'm not too worried. Let's get everyone kind of close. Like, I don't really... I'd rather just defend. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Oh, the big miss. You love to see it. Roulette? Maybe. He's gonna get dusted. Can I just kill you? I can't. Just normal attack him. Revives in one turn. Ow. Grave badge. Okay, you guys, calm down. What's going on over here? Radiance, after using 3 abilities, the Guardian's Holy Convictions shower a random adjacent ally with light, cleansing their negative conditions. A temporary shield which can absorb 50 damage. Okay, so... Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna come here. Oh, I forgot about that. Gotta be smarter. I was in their zone, so they could hit me. Because I was leaving the zone. Just punch you. Who should I heal? Oh, you're hurting here. I'll heal you. Jeez, we take a lot of damage when we get hit. Ow. Should be okay. Nice. Okay, so we leveled up. When the character gains enough experience points, it will level up and retrieve attribute points and ability points. Cool. There are 6 attributes for you to put points into: physique, finesse, toughness, conviction, insight, and mind. Each one contributes differently to your character's combat statistics. Each class specializes in 2 attributes that increase their power. This is denoted by the bronze star next to the attribute. Ability points are used to upgrade or alter the effects of a character's abilities. By leveling up, you'll be able to unlock new abilities for each character. Each class has 6 abilities to unlock, though they can only equip 4 at a time. You are not required to spend your points right away, and you can access the level up screen later on in the management menu. All abilities can be viewed, equipped, and upgraded by going to the Abilities tab on the character sheet within the Management menu. Okay, so Fighting McGee leveled up. We got 2 points. Increases critical damage, health, and evasion. Physique. Finesse increases accuracy, critical chance, and evasion. Toughness increases health and defense. Conviction, defense, and morale. Insight, critical damage and perception. Mind, critical chance and accuracy. Okay, so let's just crank. Ooh, cool. You can see how it's going to go up, too. Critical chance and base accuracy go with finesse. I'm going to go double physique. I'll confirm that. You have unspent ability points. Select an ability you wish to upgrade. You may also choose to spend the points at a later time. Oh, I'll spend the points. Upgrade ability, Crescent Wave. 2 upgrade points. Holy moly, okay. Or Fist of Fury. Oh, this is insane. This is so cool. So increased heal. Oh no, I don't have those. Let's calm down here. I have Fist of Fury and Crescent Wave. If a killing blow is dealt on the first hit, strike an adjacent enemy. Oh, okay, so you don't waste a punch. I like that. I'll apply that, and I can apply gain +1 movement for 1 round. No, I think increased damage is good. Cool. Oh, so did everyone level up? Fantastic. So this is critical chance and accuracy. Damage. We're just going to do that. And then we will crank Arc Lightning to do a little more damage. And Conduit to attack faster. I like that, yeah. Okay, confirm. And with Nilda, conviction, defense, morale. I think defense is the way to go here. And then safeguard, increase the damage shield by 25. Or generates 2 radiant stacks from the Guardian's passive ability. Target gains 10 speed for 1 round. I like that. So can I do this as well? Oh, I could have went like 2 in. Into each one, okay. Cool, and we got some scrap. Some leftover scrap materials can be sold to most merchants. Selling price 25, average selling price 25. So I wonder if with the average selling price it means that I can set my own prices and try to get more. Okay. Hopefully we can get out of here soon. Oh, there we go. Quest objective. Let's get the hell out of here. Your party comes to a standstill as muffled shouts and ringed steel reverberates down the corridor toward you. Yurik unsheathes his lance, motioning the rest of you forward as he breaks into stride, barreling toward the sound of battle. There must be others. Hurry. The squad is in trouble. Let's go. No. We're coming, team. Hell yeah. Your party comes to a standstill as muffled shouts and ringing. Okay, we already did that. With the last of the undead dealt with, Van hails you across the chamber with a flick of his hand, a relieved smile forming upon his face as he strides closer to meet you. Did you find it then? The exit's just beyond here. Been trying to keep it clear of the dead, but they just keep coming. I feel like we're gonna get turned on here. I feel like these guys are gonna stab us in the back and we're all gonna die. A pile of bones near Torn's feet suddenly begins to rattle, and the eyes of a skull reignite in a bright green as unseen forces attempt to reassemble the skeleton. Torn grunts and steps forward, crushing the skull beneath his heel and grinding it into a fine dust. He looks up with a satisfied grin. Took you all long enough. Avan here was getting all worked up, thinking the worst. The crypt groans once more. The ground beneath you shakes ever so slightly. I don't expect this structure will hold out much longer, sir. We'd best not linger. Yurik raises his torch high, inspecting the ceiling above as a small pebble break away from it. Good advice, I reckon. We got what we came for. Let's not tempt fate. Oh, we didn't get turned on. See, I was untrustworthy for no reason. After a mission, you will want to seek treatment for any injuries your party has incurred. While an injured character can still fight, the injury penalties make them less effective. In order to fully recover, you must pay for their treatment at the city's infirmary. Some injuries require prompt treatment. Otherwise, they risk permanent damage or death. Hey, we did good. Recovery time 31 days, 34 days, 23 days, 26 days. Oh, wow. That's a long time. Well, we got some refunds. That's nice. And gear breakdown. Wasn't horrible. The cloth vest took some damage, but not horrible. As the last light of the day begins to fade, you spot your company's camp not far ahead. The flickering flames of bonfires dancing against the darkening sky above the horizon. You stroll into camp, the celebration of Van's retirement already well underway. After many hours of swapping stories and sharing drinks, all eyes fall on Van as he steps atop a nearby crate with a drink in hand, raising his voice to pierce through the ruckus. Now you all know I'm not one for lengthy speeches, but I'd just like to say that it's been an honor to fight alongside each of you over the years. I dare say that I even consider some of you among my friends. He grins, met by a chorus of laughs and cheers. It hasn't been an easy road, but I've been a fortunate man. Not everyone gets out of the mercenary life on their own terms. I hope you all one day get the same chance. He raises his cup in a toast. To you, my friends, there has never been a finer company. Hear, hear. The crowd responds with a burst of applause and cheers, enthusiastically raising their drinks and sending a shower of ale through the air. Your gaze is met by Van as he points his cup towards you, and you nod your head in friendly acknowledgement before turning about and striding off to find your tent. With the celebration continuing in your absence, you brush aside the flap to your tent and settle inside, discarding your weaponry and tossing it near your bedroll. You turn to find Alaric in your presence, no doubt eager to discuss business. Hope I'm not disturbing you, sir. I was on my way to pay the horses a visit and prepare us for tomorrow's travel. He gestures to the pack slung around your shoulder, containing the contraband you recently retrieved. It's probably best if I stored those files in one of our carriages. You gently slide the pack off your shoulder and place it in his upturned hand. Well then, I'd best take care of this. He nods respectively and turns, pushing aside the tent flap with an outstretched arm and briskly walking out into the night. You turn your attention to your desk, its surface covered with disorganized papers and maps, illuminated by the faint glow of a candle. Pulling up a stool, you sit down and begin to pore over one of the maps, charting out tomorrow's course. From outside, the sounds of laughter and poorly played music drifts into your tent. After some time, with the celebrations audibly winding down, you step outside your tent and into the cool evening air. Van approaches your side, mounted atop a horse. Despite the smile on his face, there's a trace of sadness in his eyes. It's time then? Aye, he leans down and passes the side of his horse. Got my saddle loaded up. Figure I'd sneak out without making a big fuss. He rises from his seat and dismounts, turning to face you with one hand extended. Just wanted to say thanks, boss, for everything. You return the gesture with a smile, gripping his hand and giving it a firm shake. Any chance I can convince you to stay? He steps back and chuckles. If you'd have asked last week, maybe, but this last job cleared any doubts I had. I've survived this long. Reckon I'd be a fool to press my luck any further. Fair enough, friend. We'll always have a place for you if you change your mind. You hear a shout and turn to see Yerk stepping towards you, his young nephew in tow. Sorry to interrupt, he tilts his head, gesturing behind him. But Gedrick here wanted to see you off. Is that so? Van smiles, stepping toward the boy and slapping a hand down on his shoulder. I know we haven't finished your training, but your uncle's more than capable of finishing the job. I know that. He looks up, conveying admiration. I'm going to miss you, though. Aye, Van grins, reaching out to tussle the boy's hair. And I you. I've half a mind to send him with you. Less danger on a farm, and gods know your old bones could use the help. There's a few good years in me yet, and you're both welcome to visit any time. He exhales deeply, stealing a glance toward the road. I'd best get going then. Take care of yourselves, would you? He nods farewell, turning toward his horse and hoisting himself into the saddle. Clicking his heels, the horse trots off, and you watch him disappear into the dark of night, illuminated only by the moonlight above. You and Yuri glance back at the sound of approaching footsteps to find Torrin wedging himself between the two of you, his heavy hands firmly planted on each of your shoulders. Company won't be the same without him, I'm afraid. Indeed it won't. As Yurik and Torrin take their leave, you look around the camp, surveying the aftermath of the festivities. Aside from a few inebriated men and women who remain slumped by the fires, it seems that most have turned in for the night. With days of travel yet ahead, you think it wise to follow suit. Continue. Look at everything that's going on here. Oh, you bolt upright from your sleep, awakened by the blares of a horn from somewhere in the camp. An alarm being raised, the sounds of a frenzied battle are all around you, and you scramble out of your bedroll, taking up a nearby sword. Alaric bursts into your tent, an orange glow briefly visible behind him as the flap is flung aside. Sir, we're under attack. Winded, he takes in a few deep breaths. There was no warning, the horses, the carriages. He raises his hand, trembling with frustration. Everything's being taken. We need to regroup with the others. Have you seen Yurik? Alaric wipes the sweat from his brow, shaking his head. Couldn't find him. With his nephew, I hope. You meet Alaric's eyes and nod in agreement. With a firm grip on your sword, you step past him, reaching your other hand towards the tent flap and preparing to step outside. You glance over your shoulder. Let's move. Stay close. You emerge from your tent, head on a swivel as you attempt to survey the situation. The camp is almost entirely ablaze, the heat and smoke stinging your eyes and obscuring your vision. You make your way ahead, your feet suddenly catching on something as you fall forward and scramble to stay upright. Recovering, you steal a glance backward at the obstruction, one of your companions, dead. Don't! An arrow flies by you, narrowly missing, but finding a target nonetheless. Alaric screams out in pain behind you, legs collapsing under him as he falls hard to the ground. You turn back, reaching out a hand to pull him up, but he waves you off. Leave me, I'll be no use in a fight. You follow his gaze down to his leg, a blood-covered arrow stuck through it. Go. You turn and continue onward, staying low to the ground as you move, eyes scanning friendly faces through the smoke. Not 50 yards ahead, you spot four of your companions through the haze, huddled together with weapons drawn against an overwhelming number of assailants. Sucking air into your burning lungs, you urge your legs forward in a desperate attempt to reach them. A figure suddenly appears from the corner of your eye, and with a flash of pain, the world goes dark. Oh, are you kidding me? Surrounded, Walton's head whips around, searching frantically for any possible escape as the raiders edge closer. Beyond the ring of enemies, Torn and a few other familiar faces emerge from the darkness. With bloodied weapons drawn, they don't seem so inclined to make any urgent use of them. What are you waiting for, Torn? Help us. The raiders eye Torn as he confidently steps among them, each seemingly unconcerned by his presence, perhaps even emboldened by it. Sorry, friends. A twisted smirk forms at the corner of his mouth as he slides an arrow from his quiver. We'll make this quick. You son of a bitch. I knew it. Harry! Walton glares at Torn with wild fury in their eyes, arms trembling as they level their weapon toward him. You damned traitors. Have you no honor? Torn scoffs. Honor achieves little in this world. Glancing sideways at his accomplices, he raises a hand, signaling them to attack. I trust you lot can handle the rest. Spare no one. Oh no. This is bad. Oh. Oh, we're so screwed. The squad's fighting. Oh. Okay, he's not bad right now, though. I'm gonna heal him, though. Oh, goodness. Ow. He killed his own friend. What the hell is wrong with you? We should be okay here. I missed. It's a poopy miss. Oh no. I'm sorry, friend. I was mashing. Okay, we won. We got 2 bucklers. Nice. Hey, Dajin, how's it going? Opening your eyes, you find yourself sprawled on the ground with a mouthful of dirt and a throbbing ache in your head. Despite the ringing in your ears, you can hear a muffled voice calling out. A hand grips your shoulder, and you jerk at the touch, clawing at the ground and scrambling onto your back. Easy now. You exhale with relief at the sight of Yurik, leaning over you, the early morning light shining upon his blood-spattered face and garments. He straightens up, and you grab hold of his extended arm, gripping tight as he pulls you upright. Regaining your senses, you look out at the smoking remains of your camp. Anything not taken by the raiders has been taken by the fires. Not much left, is there? The bastards took everything. He closes his eyes, lowering his head and sighing deeply. It was Torin, sir. He betrayed us. Torin? Are you sure? Yurik nods. Wasn't alone either. Damon, Enos, Naira, his fingers clench into trembling fists. All fucking traitors. Through the anger, you notice a sadness in his eyes, and you realize suddenly that his nephew isn't present. Where's Gedrick? Yurik glances down, slowly shaking his head. Don't know for certain, but I fear he's dead. He sighs. I was with him when the attack started, but we ran into trouble. Told the boy to run, but... He pauses, staring blankly into the distance as you place a comforting hand on his shoulder. Don't remember much else, I'm afraid. Woke up to Alaric dragging me out from under a pile of bodies. Alaric's alive? Are there any others? Aye, he's alive. Mensch trying to place to hide and patch himself up. I told him to stay off his feet. He snorts, waving a hand over the general area behind him. But he's out there limping around, trying to salvage what he can. Thankfully, there are a few others too. Seems they managed to kill a whole group of the bastards. His brief smirk fades into a grim expression. I'm afraid that's all, though. You turn to see Alaric emerging from a half-burnt tent, limping your way and being helped along by the other survivors of your company. A relieved smile forms on all their faces at the sight of you. Gods, we're glad to see you, sir. He glances at Yurik. Have you shared the news? I did. Alaric fumbles inside his coat, pulling out a few slightly scorched papers. I found some correspondence in one of their tents. They'd been planning this for months, it seems. Mikhail mutters under his breath. Traitorous bastards. Any idea who they were working with? I'm afraid not. Certainly more than just a ragtag group of thieves. They were too well armed and too well organized. Yurik scoffs with disgust, leaning over to spit on the ground. A group of cowards, I say. Cowards. Easy to achieve victory when half our troops passed out drunk. No doubt Torn and them were counting on that fact. The spineless pricks. I never did like Torin none. Always felt uneasy around him. I also felt the same way. So, you know. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Alaric furrows his brow, a thought creeping into his mind. He can hardly stomach the notion. Could Vaughn have been involved? Yurik waves a dismissive hand. Not a chance. I know he and Torrin got on well enough, but the man's as loyal as they come. I'm just glad he wasn't here for this. We've lost too much already. Regardless of who's involved, there's little we can do about it now. Or, little we can do about it, at least for now. So what's our plan, boss? You know I'll follow you anywhere, but I promised my sister I'd look after Gedrick. If he's somehow alive, I need to find him. And if he's not, well, he pounds a fist into his other hand. Us putting those traitors in the ground will have to suffice. Alaric places a calming hand on Yurik's shoulder. The boss is right. We've little choice in the matter. I understand you want vengeance. So do I. But we haven't the manpower or the means to seek it right now. And doing so would only get us killed. If we're going down to this, we'll need to first restore our numbers. Then I promise, we'll hunt those traitors down. You look around at your companions, renewed purpose in each of their eyes as they all nod in agreement. Right then, we'd best travel light. It's a long walk to Andalon. Navigating the overworld. As our caravan travels throughout the world, time will progress. Supplies and general upkeep gain will be expensive, and every day that passes will cost us coin. In the top right corner are the navigation controls, allowing you to advance to the next day. Stop traveling and adjust the speed of your caravan. Given the situation, we can't afford a long journey. We should make our way to the city of Andalon to rest and regroup. Whoa, this is crazy. Holy moly. The once great city is little more than ash and rubble, and its survivors have taken up residence in nearby towns. Perhaps it will be rebuilt someday. Yo, this is crazy. The world map looks really nice. Yeah, this game looks gorgeous. So what do? I just click? It'll take 11 days to travel to Andalon. Are you ready to leave? Show city info. Peaceful. Ruling houses. Oh, so, I mean, I wonder if the ruling houses can change. Ruler Delbet Dunborough. Religion ascended. Culture Midian. Main export wood. History. According to legend, the city of Andalon was founded by Andal the Axe. His line ruled over the city until the Midland Civil War, where Edic Andalon died in battle alongside his sons, fighting under the banner of Nerys Telhiren. Telhiren are the ruling house. Cool. That's so freaking cool. What does that say? The roads are active with trade, saturating the city's market with wealth and goods, though such a thing may attract those with ill intent. So I can stop moving, travel speed. No, whoa, wait. There's region borders too. Interesting, okay. You who controls the various regions? House Jarston, House Telhiren, House Athera, and House Valaros. Oh, so I could see that changing. Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Super cool, okay. Let's enter the city. Let's jump into Andalon. Enter the city. After many long days on the road, you and your companions breathe a collective sigh of relief upon entering the city limits of Andalon. The streets are bustling with traffic, and though it does seem to be business as usual, you can't help but sense an uneasiness among the people. Yurk seems to pick up on it as well, and with narrowed eyes he looks up to the sky. The days are growing darker, that's for sure. He gestures to the crowds. No doubt they're all concerned about the scourge. Can't say I blame them. On the bright side, there'll be no shortage of work available to us. But for now, he winces, glimpsing down at his injured leg. We could all do with a few days' rest. Alaric begins to shuffle forward, gesturing ahead with a nod. I believe the inn is this way. Oh, just 4 days went by. We slept for 4 days. They're just like me. With the morning sun shining into your room at the inn, you rise from your bed, pleased to find your body finally free of its many aches. Gathering your belongings, you walk down the creaking stairs to the ground floor, spotting your companions already seated at a table, breaking their fast. Morning, sir. You're looking a sight better. Huh? Come. He gestures to the seat beside him with one hand, taking up a spoonful of porridge with the other. Sit, eat. Sit, eat. Across the table, Alaric tears. Okay, I'm gonna need to hire some voice actors to read for me. This is a struggle. Across the table, Alaric tears off a piece of bread and hands it to you. We were just discussing our next. Alaric trails off as a man approaches the table, your previous employer Caldwin, sporting a puzzled look upon his face. I must say, I'm surprised to see you here. I heard about the battle. Heard you were dead, in fact. He slides into the seat opposite you, spreading his arms wide. Yet, here you are. Heard it from who? Your associate. He looks up trying to recall the name. Thorin, that was it. Tall bastard he was. Said your entire company was killed in an ambush, and that he was lucky to be alive. Anyway, he brought me the vials, so we concluded our business and he went on his way. You just believed his story? Truth be told, no. I could tell he was hiding something, but I wasn't about to refuse the man. I suspect he would rip me apart with his bare hands were he so inclined. Was there anyone else with him? A boy of 15 years? The man scratches at his chin. He had a few companions from what I saw. None that young, however. Any idea where they were headed? I don't know that either, I'm afraid. It seemed they were each going their separate ways. Alaric raises an eye at that piece of information. Retiring, perhaps? They certainly can afford it, having stolen everything from us. So they betrayed you and stole your fortune, did they? I'm sorry for that, but perhaps we can help each other out. You have a job for us? More of an arrangement. Caldwin leans in closer, placing an elbow on the table. I've been looking to expand my business across Calum, but the roads are a dangerous place, as you well know, and I'm in need of a permanent guard. In return, I would offer you a discount on all my wares, potions, elixirs, and the like. Could they'd be a great use in your line of work. To be clear, I would not interfere with the operation of your company. Of that you can be sure. In fact, I care not where we travel, just so long as there are buyers for me to sell to. He leans back, spreading his hands across the table. So, what do you think? Sounds like a fair proposal. I accept your offer. Caldwin smacks a hand down on the table. Excellent. Then consider me at your service, my friends. And as I said, where we go is entirely up to you. Alaric lifts his hand, a single finger raised. There is one problem, however. We simply cannot afford to travel anywhere at the moment. Not to mention we are without carriages and horses. You've certainly had a rough go of it, huh? He waves a hand. No matter. I can supply both horses and carriages. As for funds, I hear the local vanguard have their hands full at the moment. I suspect you might find some work with them. He leans close, lowering his voice. Just don't mention my other activities. They'd be none too pleased to learn of the vials in my possession. Thanks for the tip. We'll go and see him. Caldwin rises from his seat, straightening out his tunic. I have preparations to make then. He looks at each of you, nodding farewell. I will await you at the gates. Taking a bite from your bread, you look on as Caldwin strides out of the inn. Alaric turns back toward you, rubbing fingers at his chin. You know, sir, I was thinking it might be wise to retire the company name. So long as those traitors think us dead, we'll have an easier time rebuilding our numbers. And then when we're ready to strike back against them, it will be us with the upper hand. Yurik grants an approval as he swallows the last of his drink. He's right, I reckon. Best not to draw any extra attention on ourselves, if we can help it. Any ideas for a name, boss? The Fellowship always had a nice ring to it, I thought. The Fellowship, huh? He pauses, flashing a toothy grin. Aye, I believe that will suit us well. Heck yeah. Okay, so when visiting a city, you can view available contracts by clicking one of the contract banners at the top of the screen. The icon on the banner tells you which faction is offering the contract, and completing it will increase your reputation with them. We're hardly in a position to be picky right now. I say we take whatever job the Vanguard offer us. Okay, so let's check it out. The inns. Every city has an inn which allows you to rest, buy drinks, or recruit new members. Resting will reduce your entire roster's fatigue by 3 for each night purchased. Buying around for your company will increase their loyalty for a time, though drinking too frequently can result in adverse effects. We're gonna get wasted and then go out on the next job. If you are in need of new members for your roster, you can scour the local talent and recruit them to your company. So we can rest, buy around, or possibly recruit. Let's see. The list of all available recruits in the city. As time passes, new recruits will appear. You can view information on each recruit by clicking the icon to the left of their portrait. Okay, so Amira Wilterfell. Fitness freak, peak age bonus, resist knockback while guarding, open to ideas outside the box, cautious, and a workhorse. Okay. Okay, so she's like, does it say? A guardian, okay. Armed with a holy conviction, the guardian is uniquely suited to healing and aiding her allies, but she remains more than capable of punishing her enemies. So Dawn is the heal. She has a holy barrage. Deal damage to 2 targets in a row. Subsequent targets take 15% less damage. Then we got another punchy boy. Abilities are the Fist of Fury and Mind, Body, and Soul. Target self or a single ally. Cleanse negative conditions and stabilize all injuries. Pretty decent. And then we have an archer. Okay. Friendly fire reduced by 50%. I mean, that's the best option for me. Once per day, resist being knocked down. Able to forgive, brave, and headstrong. Okay, Jennifer. You just have a normal ass bow, that's fine. Abilities. Volley, aim in any direction and channel for 5 turns. Damage all enemies along the designated trajectory. Rapid fire. Loose 2 arrows at a single enemy. If the target dies from the first shot, the second hits the nearest enemy within range. Cool. Okay. So I have a punchy boy, and I have a guardian. I think I'll not do anything crazy yet. So what will resting do? Oh man, everyone is still like exhausted. 10 days I can rest, and then Walton is still not perfect. Okay. Buy a round of our best brew for your company. This will give a small boost to guild loyalty. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's see the marketplace. Haha, okay, so we got some armor. I didn't mean to do that. I bought it by accident. It says within the infirmary, you have an injured character, you must admit them to a city's infirmary in order for them to recover. They will remain in that location until fully healed, upon which time they will rejoin your company. Severe injuries require immediate care in order to avoid permanent injury or death. We're fine, so we can leave the city. Contracts available, back on your feet. Pick up some work from the local vanguard representative. Sure. Even from a distance, you can tell there's a sense of urgency brewing within the vanguard garrison. As you near, a pair of hard-eyed guards order you to halt, their weapons held up to impede you. Behind them, a man in a decorative suit of armor, no doubt an officer, takes note of your arrival, and with a wave of his hand orders the two guards to stand down. At ease, soldiers, let them through. He bids you to approach, his eyes fixed on yours. My apologies, things are rather tense around here, as you can tell. He regards the rest of your companions, looking them up and down. Is there something you need? We heard you could use a hand. An understatement, but you've heard correctly. I'm sure you've noticed the days growing darker of late. They say the scourge is coming, but in truth, it has already begun. We've been receiving increasing reports of void spawn in the area, and we're scrambling to respond to each. Any help you can provide is most welcome, and will be rewarded, of course. What do you need us to do? Take on the void spawn, he just said. A group of refugees are fleeing from a small village just south of us. I had dispatched a unit to aid them, but with the number of void spawn that was reported, I fear their presence won't be enough. I ask that you travel south, link up with them, and ensure the refugees arrive here safely. He turns to an aide, snapping his fingers and holding out his hand. The aide rummages through their satchel, producing a few papers, which they promptly hand over. The officer briefly glances down at the documents before offering them to you. These will point you in the right direction. Good luck. He extends a friendly hand. I have no doubt you are suited to the task. You can count on us. Accept the contract. The officer nods and turns away, striding off to deal with another matter. Alaric steps towards you, peering over your shoulder at the report held in your hands. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us, sir. Before we depart, might I suggest hiring some fresh recruits at the inn? I'm sure there are more than a few capable mercenaries available. Okay, well, we'll get her. You're looking for new recruits? I'm looking for some work. What do you think about these terms? 97 for a year, or 78 gold per year for 5 years, with a 40 gold signing bonus. You know what, I'll give you 97 for a year. That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay. Barros, also welcome to the team. $69 gold per year for 3 years. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Now, we just rest 3 days. Yeah, okay, so we're still... Let's buy around. Your troops appreciate your kindness. Heck yeah. So we procured a mission to to locate and escort some refugees back to Andalon. Their last known whereabouts have been marked on the map. They should have a vanguard escort, but the fact that they haven't returned yet is troubling. So try and be as quick as you can in your search. Okay, so we can leave the city now, I would assume. And they're here. Yo, what the hell? Sightings of reanimated corpses have been reported in the area. Whether there is any truth to the rumors remains to be seen, but civilians are growing nervous. The Skellies are in Turham. An increasing number of local wildlife have moved in closer to the city's borders, posing a threat to civilians and traders alike. And the grizzly bears have moved in soulless. What the fudge, man? Get us the hell out of here. Okay, well, let's head down here. It will take 13 days to travel to Ehrenstrad Cave. Are you ready to leave? Holy hell. The days are just gonna fly by. Oh, they're fatigued to all hell. Minus 25% XP, minus 10% damage, minus 10 morale. Should I just stay at the inn until they're all fine? I kind of worry about that. We're friendly with Andalon, that's nice. So yeah, the council will be added in a future early access update, yeah. So keep in mind, this is all early access still. So there will be missing stuff. Missing features. There'll be some typos probably, you'll see. I've already seen one, I think. Maybe two. I think we should enter the city. And I think we should just stay at the inn. For 8 days. And now we don't have to worry about... So what if I do travel speed to max? It'll still take 13 days, so... Let's just go. So I can stop. And now... 5 days, okay, cool. After days spent on the road with no sign of the refugees, you begin to lose hope of ever finding them. Glancing sideways at you, Jennifer observes the local concern on your face. Oh cool, my new recruit has voice dialogue? What is going on? Or not voice dialogue, but actual dialogue. So long as they've stuck to the road, we should be finding them soon. They frown into the distance, one way or another. Up ahead, a figure suddenly emerges through a patch of trees just off the beaten path. They barrel towards you, frantically waving their arms to gain your attention, as more begin to appear behind them. You urge your horse forward, riding out to meet them. Please help us, their hands pointed beyond the patch of trees from which they came. Our caravan's under attack. You glance in the direction. Faint sounds of combat, barely audible over the panicked screams of refugees. Are the vanguard with you? They are, but they're outnumbered. Another rides up to your side, narrowed eyes looking towards the sound of battle. We should hurry. You twist in your seat, signaling the rest of your companions to follow as you charge ahead, past the crowd of refugees and into the fray. Locate and assist the vanguard. You arrive just in time to render aid. Jennifer and Hanilda grapple a demon away from one of the soldiers, cutting it down in the process. The remaining demons are felled in short order. As one of the vanguard soldiers tries to wrench their spear free of a demon's skull, another acknowledges your arrival. Removing his helmet and tucking it at his side, he marches across the bloodied grass towards you, a weary grimace on his face. I take it you've been sent to help? He glances down at the demonic abominations, dark blood oozing from their hacked-up bodies. There will be more of them, of that I'm sure. An officer from Andelon hired us to assist you. That is a relief. He exhales slowly, shaking his head. We were too few to begin with. Truth be told, it's a miracle we haven't lost anyone yet. Still, with your help, all these folk might just make it. The man turns at a muffled shout in the distance, floating across the field toward you. Across from you, another vanguard soldier crests a hill, weapon raised in a frantic sprint as he draws near. He comes to an abrupt halt, just shy of your position, addressing the man in charge and pointing back with the tip of his spear. Sir, more demons, fast approaching. Shit! He turns to you as he refits his helmet. You there, go with the refugees. We'll hold off these bastards as long as we can. We'll protect them, good luck. The soldier nods and slams his visor down. He whips around, drawing his spear and barking orders at his unit, preparing them to face the enemy, and likely their own deaths. Protect the refugees and flee. Oh wow, we really just left them there to die. Lowering his spyglass, Alaric mumbles something under his breath as he frowns at the distant horizon. He turns to you with a slight shake of his head, a troubled look on his face. They're still following, sir. More of them, in fact. At the rate they're gaining, I suspect they'll be all over us by nightfall. He digs around his satchel and produces a map, unfurling it and carefully tracing a finger along the canvas. There's a cave system not far from here that will take us closer to Andelon and hopefully provide shelter from those demons. A cave? I'd rather stay above ground than get trapped underneath it, with no guarantee of safety down there. It's not ideal, but it's a risk we'll have to take. Anelda turns away, grumbling inaudibly as they stomp off. Appearing beside you, Jennifer places a reassuring hand on your shoulder and puffs out a sigh. Can't please everyone, sir, but I reckon it's the right choice. We've no idea what awaits us down in those caves, it's true, but we know damn well the danger we face up here. Yo, Jennifer. I agree. You're right. So assembling your party, you can select up to 4 characters when forming a party. It is important to consider the status of each. Oh, nice. Well rested, the characters become well rested with inactivity. They gain 5 power and earn 25% more XP. Available character. Fatigue, the character who is fatigued can still participate, but they are debuffed. An injured character can participate, but they will suffer from penalties. Unavailable, sometimes a character will be unavailable due to a specific injury or other reasons. Okay. Back on your feet. Mission length medium. Objectives: find the cave's exit. I can bring in 5 people. So I think we bring in Yurik, Mikal, Jennifer, and Pharos. Purchasing provisions. By entering a dungeon, you will be able to purchase provisions to bring with you. By default, unused provisions at the end of a dungeon are refunded for 50% of their cost. This amount can be increased with company upgrades. Okay. Camp to burn incense and rest your party. Oh, so it's long enough that we're gonna have to camp. Okay. I think I'll bring in 2 potions, a shovel, and 2 bandages. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's fine. 1 bandage will do. 2 potions. Okay, let's go. Venture forth. Standing alongside the cave's entrance, you motion to your weary refugees as they file past you, encouraging them to quicken their pace. With everyone inside, you look back to the plains one last time, frowning at the approaching void spawn, now clearly visible to the naked eye. As you enter the depth, a shriek at the front of the column causes a commotion. You push your way through the crowd to see a mutilated animal slumped on the ground. Yurik already down on their knees and examining the wounds. They turn and look up to you, scratching their brow with a puzzled expression. Could have been demons, but I can't say for certain. They point to a series of deep lacerations on the creature's body. Not the work of any human, anyway. Mikal, just pissed off already. Regardless, we're obviously not alone down here. Let's tread carefully then. Okay, so I can choose to go 2 different ways. We'll move up here. Oh, there's a battle already. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, okay. What the fudge? Why the hell did we come down here? There's a Flayer, an Anguished, Temptress, and a Dread Knight. Oh, they're all fairly high levels as well. Yurik, get down here. What already happened? Punch. There we go. Can we just kill you? %70 chance, please. Thanks, game. Thank you. Pull of the Void. I can't help but feel that's something that's going to like if I'm close, pull me towards it. Oh, I can't move because of the void there? I can punch it though, that's nice. Okay, so what's the game plan here now? I can go here. What I should do is I should punch this guy, though that conduit will kill him. And then this way. No. Go this way. Okay, doesn't do a whole lot of damage there. Oh god, that death animation was so freaking cool. So I think our best option is we'll just kill this guy. There we go. Now I can deal with the big boy here. Oh, he's strong. I also didn't bring in a healer. I didn't bring in my healer. Okay, so I got out of the way in time there, that's nice. So he's just going to explode. So we got some demon's blood, that's nice, and a bandage. Heck yeah. So we took some damage there, obviously. Wasn't great, but let's scout. I'm already a little worried. I'm gonna lie. Enemy preparations. Your foes are now well aware of your presence and have prepared accordingly. Increased chance of ambush in remaining encounters by 10%. Okay, that shouldn't activate. Ooh. Slumped up against the base of a wall, you find the bloodied body of a man, not long deceased by all appearances. He seems to possess little value, but a closer inspection may reveal otherwise. The dead are left best undisturbed. Leave him be. Search him. You know what? No. Let's just leave him. Get some good points with Yurik and Pharos. You notice a stone block on the ground that doesn't match the surroundings. It looks out of place and doesn't belong. Upon further examination, it seems to be some sort of trap. Attempt to disable the mechanism that triggers the trap. Attempt to disable the mechanism that triggers the trap. Some rube really thought they would get us with this weak nonsense. Come on guys, don't step on this obvious trap and let's keep going. Let's try to disarm it, just to see what happens. You managed to disable the mechanism being used to create the trap. Oh, nothing happened for that? A lone satchel catches your eye on the ground ahead. Though small, it does appear empty and may contain something worth. It doesn't appear empty. Open it. Receive tools. Nice. So I have two of those shovels now. Okay, we're fighting. So Temptress, Flayer, Nullbeast Disruptor, and a Spectral Weeper. Yo, like how good do these look? These enemy designs are awesome. Oh, okay. Nightmare. Do I just kill the Temptress in one shot? Could kill him fairly fast. He doesn't take a lot of damage because he's in cover. Temptress probably dies fairly easy. Oh, I lose a turn too. I run into everything and lose a turn? Oh no. Oh, and I'm flanked. So you attack. I'm gonna kill you. What about you? Kind of a problem. I'll kill you. Then you die. Victim will attack friendly units on their turn. Yikes. Ooh, 80% chance that could be deadly. Ooh, that misses big. Okay, so who dies? You? No. This is not going great at all. I mean, I got a null beast teeth, but more of a tooth. Large tooth taken from a dead null beast, and then demon's blood. I feel like we should camp. Oh, now what? The pangs of hunger creep into your weary party. They won't be willing to go much further without first making camp. Every action that costs time will make your troops lose 1 point of loyalty until you make camp. Well, we'll camp then. Okay, so burn incense. Once you've established your campsite, you can select various incenses to burn that provide healing and other unique benefits. You only have a limited number of incense points available, so choose carefully. More incense can be unlocked in the Company Upgrades tab within the Management menu. To decrease the chance of your camp being interrupted, you can place up to 2 party members on lookout. Each lookout will decrease the interrupt chance by half. Keep in mind the characters who are on lookout will not benefit from the secondary effects of incense. Once you're satisfied with your choices, click the Begin Camping button. Restore. Okay, so we should put people on lookout. So, how do you go on lookout? Okay, so you're on lookout. I think Eeyore could also go on lookout. I only have 15, so I gotta be careful here. I think we have to restore vitality. So we will restore vitality, restore mind, and battle harden. Recover 25 HP for every battle. That might be okay. You jolt awake, your rest disturbed by far-off noise, though you can't be certain it wasn't simply part of a dream. You sit upright and glance at the campfire. Now little more than embers, your companions sound asleep around you. I'm going to investigate the noise. You stumble away from the campfire to investigate the noise, soon spotting a group of enemies encroaching on your position. Unsure if you've been seen or not, you scramble back to your companions, raising the alarm. You! 2 of you were on lookout. What the hell happened? Oh wow, you just don't do any damage at all. What are the odds do you think this will hit anything? I don't think it will. It's going to normal attack. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. Ooh, this could be big. Oh, no. Undo movement. Oh, I'd have to go there, so I can't get him. Can I kill you? Looks like I can kill him. There we go. That helps out a lot. Oh, I can't have him being hit. That's the main issue. Ooh, the misses, man. The misses are killing me here. I gotta be smarter there. I keep moving out of their range and it's affecting me. Oh, he's taking so much damage. Yeah, Papa, I was just not gonna say anything, but yeah, that's 7.5% chance to be interrupted. You're killing me, game. I got a health potion though, so that's massive. I can use that to heal. There we go. We're doing okay now. There's no map anywhere to see, like, how long I actually have to run around for. As you continue through the dark passages, Alaric strolls alongside you, taking a glance back at the rest of the column before leaning in close. There's no telling how long this cave extends. I hope it will carry us to safety. Everyone has had quite the journey. I agree. Let's continue onward. Oh, I hate this enemy, the Null Beast Disruptor. He like causes me to lose a turn and runs me into everything. I need to stay away from him. Maybe I should have bought some gear for my team before I did this. This is a my bad scenario right now. I can probably just kill him. This is kind of a dangerous situation if I do this. That's not bad. Ooh, they're all right here. This is gonna be some damage now. Can I see them? No. What if I come all the way here? If I arc lightning and get all three of them. That's a good move. And come here. I can flame pillar here. Yo, that's good. Punchy? You come here, you punch him. You can't miss those, okay? You just can't. Oh, we leveled. Heck yeah. So Pharaohs, crank your physique. Ooh, finesse. Oh, I like physique. And now we can upgrade. Channel for 5 turns and heal himself. Adjacent allies are healed for 50%. That seems very good. Okay, so what do I have right now? I have this, so... So I think... I don't have Crescent Wave. I have this. Pugilist gains 10% power for every condition removed. Restore 5 morale. That could be pretty decent when you're in long dungeons, if morale's going very low. I think, though, I'm going to upgrade Fists of Fury. So yeah, you eventually can just... I don't know if you can get everything. I guess, yeah, eventually you'd be able to. So I'm going to cleave. Oh yeah, as you can see, like, locked in this early access build. So we'll definitely be coming back to this game as time goes on. So we'll cleave and do more damage. Confirm. Okay. Oh, so she does physique and finesse as well. I kind of like rapid fire. Volley seems good, but it might be hard to ever use it efficiently because every enemy will move before she does it because she has to wait 5 turns. Each arrow fired increases critical chance by 5. Sure, let's do that. And we'll just do more damage. Okay. Carry on, squad. Oh, we got some rubble. The path ahead is blocked, filled in with rubble by a recent cave-in. Clearing the way won't be easy. Use your hands to move it. Use a shovel. Blast the blockage with magic. We'll find another way. No, use a shovel. Mikkel grabs a shovel from your pack and sets to digging, having the debris well clear of the path and enabling your party to continue ahead. Lost time. The journey seems to have clouded your sense of time. You can't say for certain how long you've been here. 1 less unit of time required for each revolution on the time meter. Oh, so now it's only 19 when it goes around. Boom, it'll be 18. Eventually it'll just be every time. Pop, pop, pop. So yeah, so I camped, Phyllis got X'd out. But we're still dealing with ambush and lost time. Should I heal? Maybe I'll slap a bandage on him. Not having a healer is silly. I definitely messed up. Okay, so here's a fight. Just don't be ambushed. Sheesh, I kind of want to just pull everyone back. You'll get a turn first, but I don't think it's good right now. I'll move here, and I will guard. See, if he does his... Okay, that's not horrible. I don't know what the dead zone is. Characters are... Okay. Oh my god, he stopped everyone from moving, too. Holy moly, give me a second. Dead zone. Characters are silenced and unable to use abilities while occupying this hex. Lasts for 3 rounds. Oh wow, everyone gets dusted. That's cool. I mean, not cool, but... Like, I don't think I can move because of this hex here. So I'll conduit the Spectral Weeper. Yeah, sure. Sure. As for you... I guess I will just hit you. Try to kill this guy before... Okay, I can't move anywhere, so... Hopefully just... he dies. And I guess volley, maybe? See if it'll work. So here's one turn. Oh no! Holy hell, they're slapping the hell out of me this time. Oh god, he hit all 3 of us. What do I want to do here? I gotta kill. Well, that worked out good. I love that death animation. Mikal. Oh, nice. I can unlock a new ability now. So let's see. Let's just go into them. Or Rainfall. Target a single cell and restore 15 morale over the next 3 turns. Apply Wet Terrain. Wet Terrain cleanses burning and grants fire resistance. Lightning attacks against occupants will critically strike. Cyclone. Move to the targeted cell. Targets along the path are pushed aside. Wind Surge. Target cell for single ally, increasing speed by 10, movement by 1. 2 rounds. Cleanse Slow, Root, and Stagger. And Tempest. Lightning randomly strikes 4 times in a circular area. Each strike inflicts a static charge passive. Okay. Let's do Tempest. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Insight in Mind? I only get 1? Okay, I only have 1, so I'll do that. Then let's move into here and just see. Arc Lightning I can make very strong. Oh, Conduit. Fear the Storm. Enemies adjacent to the Stormcaller are feared for 1 round. I mean, that's not horrible. I can only have one ability point. I'm just gonna do this. Make that stronger. Okay, let's carry on. We'll jump there just to see. You stop for a moment, overcome by a strong feeling that someone or something is watching you. I have a feeling we're not alone here. Check the area. It's probably nothing. Let's keep going. No, let's check the area. Your party fans out with eyes peeled and weapons readied, but a quick search of the area turns up nothing and clears your mind of any worries you might have had. Injury prone. One misstep or lapse in judgment is all it takes to get seriously hurt around here. One can only concentrate on so many things. Your chance of incurring an injury has increased significantly. Fudge. Let's get out of here. Alaric fumbles with his map beside you, trying to make out the details by torchlight. I do believe we are nearing the exit, sir. On your other side, Mikhail's arm suddenly juts out in front, his hand held out to stop you, the other pointing ahead. Do you see that? A dark figure looms ahead of you, its features obscured by the darkness, but its nature is nonetheless clear. Mikhail lowers his arm, reaching instead for his weapon and setting his feet. That is no ordinary demon. Oh, that's so good. Killing her before she can do anything. Okay, stop. You fricker. I missed everyone. $69 twice. Can I move? I can't move, okay. Should I just Tempest again? What are the odds do you think I hit anything? I'm not doing that. Can't swap because she can't go backwards because Mikhail's there. Okay. Well, I can do this though. Nice. You should be okay here. That wasn't bad at all. Got a potion and that. A faint ray of light can be seen up ahead, motivating everyone to quicken their pace ever so slightly. You pause as you round the next corner, your eyes adjusting to the dim light being cast from the surface. The refugees behind you all breathe a collective sigh of relief, though all are well aware that the journey is not yet over. Beside you, Jennifer clamps a hand down on your shoulder with excitement. Never has gray skies brought so much relief. They drop their hand, shuffling past you with the crowd. To Andalon, then. Let's head out, still lots of ground to cover. Just a moment, stay. No, we're leaving. 100% explored. Get us the hell out of here. Provisions. Oh, we make some dollars back. That's nice. We got 6 demon's blood and 2 null beast teeth. 3. You emerge from the cavern, a few of the refugees hesitantly approaching you to offer their nervous gratitudes. You give them a faint smile before shifting your focus to the outstretched plains before you. Sorry. Glancing sideways at Alaric, who was doing the same. We've done well, sir, against all odds. Andalon is still a few days out, but I suspect the worst is behind us. He claps an arm around your shoulders as you begin to walk forward. Let's collect that reward then, shall we? Let's. "13 days. Time just flies in this game. I think I should stop worrying about it." The distinct thunder of galloping horses fills the air, a group of riders fast approaching them, just up the road. Wearing Vanguard sigil. You soon recognize the lead rider as he pulls up nearby, dismounts his horse, and walks toward you with purpose. There you are. With all the void spawn crawling about these parts, I was beginning to fear the worst. He looks behind you with narrowing eyes, surveying your company. What of my men? All dead, I fear, though we can't be certain. They fought valiantly. I mean, they did. They also fought valiantly. Bought us time to get away. I feel like he might be mad that we didn't stay and help him, so I'm just gonna say all dead, I fear, though we can't be certain. I see. He glances down, heaving out a long sigh. It never gets easier, sending soldiers to their deaths. But you've kept these people safe, so at least some good came of their sacrifice. Come, we'll accompany you to Andalon and get your payment sorted. There's another matter we could use your help with, but we'll discuss that later. You return to your caravan and set off once again toward Andalon, following closely behind the contingent of Vanguard soldiers. Things are likely to get worse soon enough. For now, everyone in the company is grateful for a moment's rest. Well, keep going.